crew here, crew steamers. Streaming on Twitch. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, all those sort of things. Same with the YouTube account where Shane, who's with us this evening.
Yeah, I just got the screen to pick my tyre allocation for the race. So
Yeah, because you didn't spectate.
Because I was trying to log into YouTube when the session started.
Never mind.
But was there not 20 drivers as was? If there was 20 cars, I shouldn't be in the car.
No, there wasn't. There wasn't. No, there's 19. Bono's friend, Vacunex. I can't say it properly.
There we go. I think I'll leave and join the session again, and I should be able to spectate then, shouldn't I?
Yeah, it should do, but it might give you your car come quality or something. But just retire from the session or something. Anyway, hello. It's Wednesday. It's Tier 2. It's Vietnam.
Yeah.
I hope all is well with everyone.
I can let you know the weather.
Yes, I was about to say, let's know the weather.
Qualifying 1 is sunny. The race has rained towards the end. So it looks to be sunny with a bit of cloud, a bit overcast. Then it's completely cloudy about 20 minutes in, and then we have rain within 45 minutes from race start. So
interesting. Very interesting.
It is. It's a completely different dynamic from Monday's race, so.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. I hope everyone's alright. Everyone's been keeping well, and we're looking forward to just another simply excellent race here from Vietnam, because Monday's was fairly eventful. I don't know how much of it you caught, Shane.
I did see some. Yeah, I was in work. I caught the end of it. I saw some bits of qualifying, and the lads done really well in wet conditions. It was difficult, but there's some really good laps out there. So looking forward to this as well now.
Should be good.
Yeah, this is our first dry qualifying session in Vietnam. Last year we had a wet qualifying as well. So we did.
Yeah. I don't think I would have managed P12 on Monday if it was like this, I tell you. But Jus, one of our reserve drivers, looks like he's leading the charge. Want to get out there, get something of an idea of the track.
Which
it's always unpredictable, this place. The grip levels on this place are just excessive and extreme.
Yeah, it's like driving on ice sometimes, it feels. I'm tempted to go out and do a lap here, just for the crack, but no, I'll against my better wishes, I will. Oh, I haven't even pressed retire yet, but I haven't even done a lap around here in about 6 months, so I think it's probably best I do that. So yeah, just apologies about the delay. Everybody was just trying to sign into YouTube and. It wasn't allowing me to.
Computer said no.
Computer was saying no, and then by the time we got in, the session had already. By the time I got streaming, the session already started, and it was given a car. So.
Hence the giving the car. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. See, it shows even the reigning champion of Tier 1, the Nico Rosberg, taking his ball home. Yeah. It shows a human.
That's it.
Just
I'd like
to
call it a Fernando rather than Nico, because Nico only won one championship. So. Yeah. So I'm on board with Jack DNF here. I don't know. He actually had a really good race in Tier 1.
Yeah, he did. He didn't do too bad at all, to be fair. He qualified really well. He was fighting up in the top 3 for quite a long period of the race.
He was.
But, Jus is the first guy out, and he's going towards the end of the long straight. And Jus has left the session. It must have a connection issue.
I'll grab him. Yeah, it seems like similar issues as Equaz had. Every time he started a lap, he doesn't seem to be online. So he's down the bottom here. Yeah, he's actually gone offline completely.
It must have been an issue. Hopefully he can get back in. Oh, Bono kind of going around the S's, a little bit squirrely there. Looked like he was trying to negotiate a shopping trolley around them corners. Either that or a forklift truck that's had its forks nicked. And he bins it off and puts it into the pit lane.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he has any damage there now, but maybe.
No, I think it just scrubbed off too much time. Wasn't worth carrying on with it, which is fair enough. Just go back in, refuel, and go out again.
Yeah, I jumped on board there with General Owen, and invented a new line through turns 1 and 2 there.
Ooh,
With the looks
that's
of it.
nice to know.
Yeah. We get the map up. Yeah, and he hasn't invalidated, surprisingly enough. Jack DNF.
Jack DNF, first time, yes, sorry, go on.
Yeah. On board with just Coconuts here, who is flying along here. He's in the last sector.
NASCAR fan P2, Tilmo P3 at the moment. Just putting the feelers out, getting some confidence. This is very much a confidence track.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Coconuts P2, 136.6, 2-1.
Jack has really shown the benefit of reserving on Monday. Getting
Yes, he has.
a lot of laps in, getting qualifying in as well. Really benefits. Craigie's on a lap.
Craigie is on a lap, yes.
107.0 through the first 2 sectors. And it's showing purple in sector 2, but we'll see now.
I think I saw Jack with a high 106 in the same sector, so he should be right up there and in the mix.
Yeah.
And Yus has rejoined, which is good.
Yeah. Hopefully he can get out and do a lap.
Craigie 136.7, P3.
Yeah.
Again, another good sighter. I need to go on. Our friend Artistic Genius coming into the last corner, the racing point, not used to seeing him in pink.
Yeah.
Setting a nice time. 144.273 Artistic. Keep it going, mate, keep it going.
Who is next? I think Williams is next. Is that BX Pro?
Yeah. It's not you, mate, unless you're telling something else.
Definitely not me. Who's after
Monster's
that?
halfway through a lap, he's just going to the hairpin.
There's another racing point just about to come to the line here. That's Tilmo, isn't it? No, he's in.
No, it's NASCAR. Looks like he's having a
and
second
he's just
lap.
smashed into the wall there in the last corner. Still set a time, 137.4,
yes.
but he doesn't have a front wing end plate on his right hand side there. So
no. That must have been what saved him that bit of time that he made up at the end of a bit of weight shedding.
Yeah.
But Monster as he crosses into the final few corners, runs a little bit deep there. Last corner, right on board with him. Taking it well. Flirts to the outside wall. Still good time, 137.2, despite running deep in a few corners. That's a good start, that. Again, a lot of guys are putting in some good bankers out there and getting the feet on the carpet. And Lemony as well, 137.199.
Yep. Yellow flag.
Pain.
I think we're all good here. The last couple of corners.
Yeah.
That BX Pro on the lap.
General Owen, I think, just about to finish a lap. Certainly is.
Yep.
135.7, great lap from the Owen, from the General. Well, it was our pole sitter last year, yeah, just about to say.
Haas coming across now.
BX Pro just finishing a lap. Oh, I loved how he flirted with it outside. Well, 135.584, great lap time. Nice to see Jack getting some competition from some of the boys. I know it's only Q1, it's early stages, but
Artistic is blocking Tilmo coming out of the pits there. It looked like he was getting out of the way, but he parked it on the pit entry, pit exit, and Tilmo was coming out.
I think that's Kevo behind you on an outlap as well, and Vista as well.
Hurry there. Coming to the end of a lap. Monster looked like he was being held there by what looks like an Alpha Terry.
I think it'll be Bono Candy. Alberto's in the pit lane. So just a few lads just left to set a time now. Killer Jane on out lap, as is Kevo. Yus is on a lap somewhere on the track. Bono is as well. Kevo's on his out lap, as I just said. New Man Moody's still in the pit lane, along with Alberto. But Yus is just starting a flying lap. Let's ride on board with him for this one.
Who's that you're running on board with?
Yus. He was the first one out, and he was setting a decent time, but he got disconnected. So we'll see how he gets on. This corner he's approaching right now, it's the bane of my life. This it's just You may as well have a forklift around here for what it's worth. I mean, the grip level is strange.
Yeah. You can, what I do find, you can kind of take some risks with the corner cutting as well. You can kind of drive over those curbs.
Yeah. Yeah, you can with some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
So just don't want to change your direction too much whilst going over them, because they will bounce you over like a you-know-what.
Yeah.
There's a yellow flag just in front. I don't know what's going on there. There's a bit of a glitch with his gears. Nice shame, but just going to come away from it for a few moments, see if it fixes itself.
Ooh. Just on board with Just there, and one of the Alfa Romeos was taking up an awful lot of the track there in sector 3 when he was going through those S's. He's decided to come into the pits.
He's abandoned it, yeah. Kevo's on a lap.
Let's jump on board.
Sector 2, 107.193. That's up there with the top 5.
In and around Craigie. Craigie was at 107.0. But this is this sector you can gain or lose an awful lot of time here. So
yeah, I must admit, I didn't think I'd be able to do it or enjoy it, but driving this race on Monday on the wheel was absolutely beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah,
it was just beautiful precision and control. And Kevo's been learning on the wheel. I don't know if he's done it today though. 136.4 P5.
Brilliant.
Good lap from Kevo.
Yeah, it's a real wheel kind of dominant track. This track.
Yeah.
Something that I kind of felt last year, because I had gone back to the pad for this race after being on the wheel for the first two, and yeah, it was difficult to say the least.
Yeah, it's one of those because of the nature of the circuit, not just the barriers and the close quarters with everything, but the grip levels and the trajectory and geometry of the corners. There's going to be a lot of I don't know what that was on the start finish line.
Yeah, caught it in the background. I just jumped on board with Alberto because he has just started a time lap.
It's down Vista, but I think it was a glitch because he's not got the limiter on.
Right. Alberto, I'm sure he's wanting to back up last week's strong result. This race, it was a 26.123 through the first sector. Took that nice and tidy. Took a wide line for the roundabout. He's on the power now. He's running down the back straight here. Isn't this one of the longest straights in F1 now, isn't it? Even though there is quite a few kinks in it. But
yeah, it's I'm not sure if it's not quite. I think it's not quite as long as Baku. Yeah. It's up there though. But yeah, as I was saying before, with the wheel and stuff of a track like this, when you make corrections because of the grip levels, it doesn't punish you as much. Right. Which is good. That's what I found. It's an interesting line.
107.4 through the first two sectors, so he's about 3/10 down on Kevo's.
And it looks like Bono Candy's retired. I think he's had an accident.
Yeah, there is a yellow.
Craigie. Yeah, there he is on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's lost his wheel.
So he could have hit was it his front right wheel or his front left?
His front left. He's on the left-hand barrier and he's lost his front left. So not sure how that's happened, but.
Tilmo, has he just started a lap?
It's into the last 5 minutes now, and Bono's retired, yourself retired, so there's only 3 people going to be leaving the session at this point now, as well as Bono. So Artistic needs to improve his time to get out of the bottom 5, and me, Moody, and Yoss need to set laps. So I think if we shall jump on.
I'm just on board with Tilmo here because he's down near the cut-off zone, and then Yoss is back on the lap, who hasn't set a lap time yet. Tilmo's after making a mistake there on the roundabout, so I'm going to jump on board with Yus. He's just out of turn 2 there.
NASCAR's going to be feeling the pinch a little bit. He's back out on track trying to improve. Yeah. As his spec drive, he's come out.
Yeah, Yus looked very, very nice and tidy there through the first few corners. So it was a 126.1 earlier on. He's another 126.1 here. So he's competitive at the moment.
Interesting line through them few corners.
Yeah, looked like he ran a bit deep there. Kept it tight. There's definitely a few lines through that roundabout corner. Some people.
That right-hander there, you can be very improvise. You can improvise that corner a lot. You can take some liberties there.
Yeah, like that roundabout. What I used to do, I run wide and then kind of V it, and then get my car straight. Some people keep it wide, some people keep it tight. There's definitely a few different lines that work. It all depends on what's comfortable for yourself, you know.
Yeah, I tend to keep it tight there, so almost straight line the left-hander, and then you're ready on the you're wide then for the roundabout to cut in later on. That's my preference. But it's probably not the best way to do it, but never mind.
Yeah, I was looking at the track information about this, and they said that they've modelled turn 1 and 2 after Hungary's turn, well, not Hungary, sorry, Nürburgring turns 1 and 2. That's where the design came from for that.
Just P6, sorry, Shane, it's P6 136.3. That puts NASCAR fan into the bottom 5.
It does.
And no, it doesn't, because he's just come straight out of it and he's put Spec Drive on there.
The Spec Drive is in the pit, so he needs to get out pretty sharpish if he wants to be able to set
He is on his way out of the pit lane now as we speak.
Yeah.
Tilmo's just returned into the pit lane.
Artistic's on a lap. He's actually up. He's up 6.5 tenths on his lap so far.
He's invalidated, unfortunately. Okay. It's going in the right direction, though.
Yeah.
6.5 tenths up on the previous sector.
Yeah. I wonder if NASCAR will learn from putting 9 laps on his tyres in Bahrain last time out.
Oh, I don't know.
I think he has Optic as his race engineer for today, so hopefully he'll listen to some advice about the tyres in Q2 now.
We can only hope.
Yeah. Looking here now. Kind of the lull here before everyone starts their laps. There's quite a lot of people. Like just Coconut is out again on a lap, but he's quite safe here.
Yeah, I think he's backed off. He was just behind Artistic. I think he might be backing off to have a go next lap.
Killer J is pushing. He's at 106.597 through the first 2 sections. He's a half a second up so far on his lap, and that will put him well into the 35s if he's able to at least just match his sector 3 time. He's just coming around the last couple of corners here.
Yeah, he's lifted off, I think, there. I think he's going to go again next lap. I could be wrong, but that's the vibe I've got. Yeah.
Around the last bend. Yeah, he definitely did. You're spot on there.
Who's coming across the line next? It looks like Artistic. Let's see how he's getting on with this lap. And he's invalidated again. He's got time to go around again if he's got enough fuel.
Yeah, that's it.
He is going round again.
Doesn't have much hairs left, does he? Well, he's run out of that lap.
Yeah. Moody's setting his first lap. He's left it till the last opportunity, to be fair to him. Going towards the end of the second sector now.
Right. So just going on about the track layout here, while we're on board with Moody.
Yep.
This part here of the track is reminiscent to the Monaco from turn 1 up the hill, and then the section that he's in now, the last part of it, is supposed to be like the S's in Suzuka. And if you're looking at the map, you can kind of see it as well, the design there. But
yeah,
I was looking at the map to try to find where the safety car line was, basically, and then I was watching an introduction video of the track, and they explained a few bits about the layout and stuff like that, so that was pretty interesting. Don't have the Vietnam
P14.
Oh, actually,
sorry,
I remember one. Sorry, I just remember thinking of Spidey with his facts about Bahrain. Thought I could add some, but I think, was it Hanoi or something like that? I'd have to get the correct. It was named. It's like Swooping Dragon or something like that. Is the translation of what it means. Yeah.
Well, I do know that the currency they use here is the dong.
Nice.
Vietnamese dong.
There you go. Learn something new.
There you go. Yep. And I'm not sure if it's still the case, but a good 10-15 years ago, the import tax of cars in Vietnam was something like 300 or 400%.
Wow.
So if you wanted to buy a brand new car, it could probably cost you about 4 times the price as it would here, or America, or wherever.
It's a lovely country. I've had a few friends of mine that have been over there, and they've said fantastic things about the country, and very nice.
Monster snuck up into P8 there at some stage during that session, 1:36.3. That's a good time. And me man Moody made it in P15, so we're losing P16 Tilmo, 17 Spec Drive, Bono Candy 18 after an accident, and Artistic in P19, and your good self Shane in P20.
I've let myself down there with that qualifying session. I think I could have done a bit better, but
I know. I'm gonna let Artistic know that he's out qualified you.
Yeah, do.
that'll make him feel on top of the world, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But look, it's very close there. Looking at that from even Craigie P12 1:36.7 down to Spec Drive. That's half a second, just over half a second. And on a track like this, that's very close, really.
It is very close, yeah, because it's a difficult track. The higher the difficulty, the bigger the delta then between drivers. So it's definitely showing how competitive these guys are.
So Jack DNF 1:35.212, the General 1:35.361. Red Bulls taking control at the moment. Let's see if they'll carry that through. Then Box Pro, Coconuts, Kevo, Killer J, Us, Monster.
You can even see from Killer J down, it's very, very close. And even that includes Craigie down.
It's not a 10th, it's a second from Killer J to Tilmo.
There you go.
P16, so, yep, as we say, just to repeat ourselves, Tilmo P16 in the Hasp, P17 Spec Drive in the McLaren, Bono P18 in the Alpha Tauri, Artistic in the Racing Point P19, and some imposter who claims he won something at some point, blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, there we have it, Q1. Done and dusted.
I'm really looking forward to this race with this weather. It's going to throw a span in the works.
I was just about to say that. These guys here, 16th down, I wouldn't be that worried. Knowing that's the weather forecast, I wouldn't be that worried.
Yeah.
Because if anything can happen at this track at the best of times, let alone when the weather decides to make an appearance.
Yeah. And I was only thinking earlier on today, just thinking about this race, saying to myself, right, obviously starting up front keeps you out of, in clean air and such like that, but with the amount of safety cars that happens, it's fresh rubber arguably more important. So if you're getting 5-6 safety cars, I think we got 4 or 5, didn't we, in tier 1? So if you have those fresh rubbers and you have a lot of soft tires just to keep.
I think there was 3.
3 was there?
Possibly 4, I'm not sure. But we didn't
Maybe
get the
even
first
a
one
VSC
for
or
about,
something thrown in.
Yeah, there was VSCs, absolutely. Yeah, I think full safety cars might have been 3.
Right.
But I like I said, I qualified it was wet qualifying anyway, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But I started on the softs, and the softs were really working well around this track. A lot of people reporting back to me that they were lasting better than the mediums, which is a strange one. They were working better and keeping the grip. But I was going to try and stretch a cheeky one-stop out of it, as softs to mediums. But the safety car came out and it forced my hand. I was going to come in 2 laps later than I did. So, and as the safety car was announced, I was running in P4. I'm at the pit entry. Well, you're going to go in, aren't you?
Yeah.
P4 from P13 or something on the grid, then yeah, absolutely.
Right. Just looking at here now. I think. Are you going to try to go out mediums first, try to get a lap in, get a banker?
Well, you may as well for this kind of track, like we just said, with a large delta. You may as well. If I'm in that if I'm finished top 5, if I'm in a Red Bull after those times from Q1, I'm definitely doing it, going out in a medium.
Yeah.
I want to try. You want to try and get. When did you say that rain was coming, Shane?
See, that's it. It says 45 minutes, but if the race is only going to be about 45-50 minutes long, how will the rain be that much of an effect? Will it arrive with 5 laps to go? Will it arrive halfway through the race? I do think I would risk starting on mediums just in case the rain does come early, so you can hopefully just do it one stop. You can go from your mediums to a set of inters or whatever the wet tire needs to be. But what I will say as well, from watching the race, and something that Lemony and Craig were pointing out, was that a lot of the guys on the mediums were pitting as early as the guys on softs, and I don't know if
This
the
is what
medium
I was
tire
saying, yeah.
is lasting as long as you would expect it to compared to the soft tire. So
Yeah, that's exactly what I was alluding to before. I was having a good little scrap with Bubbers, and he was on the medium tyre. I was on the softs, and we were in the same party, and we were conversing about it and what have you.
Yeah.
I'm going in. My tyres are gone, and he went in the lap before the safety car went in. Came out, sorry.
Right.
And then so I've done an extra lap on my fresh softs, and he has on his fresh mediums.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, well, that's odd. But, you know, some of that could have been down to driver style, but again, it's just the lottery of this place, is it? So you can't really. A lot of tracks you'll get accurate tyre evolution and track evolution and stuff like that because they've been raced on, but this, remember, hasn't actually been raced on.
Sorry, just go across. Ben was the first driver to start a lap there, and he took a nice float to the wall on the outside. He did. Now there's no visible damage, but he might have experienced a tiny bit. Now he looks nice and tidy through the first couple of corners there, so maybe he got away with it. It is on full damage, so it is very easy to knock a wing. So I'm gonna actually put the telemetry on. 26.2. That's nice. I will yeah, it's not too bad. I think 26.1s we were getting, so especially being on the medium tyre, I suppose that is a good first sector time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just making a run down there.
So everyone's out on the track now, apart from Owen, Alberto, and Moody. So,
Lemony's in the pits too as well.
That's what I meant.
I think Moody's on an outlap. He's the last guy on an outlap.
I was looking at the wrong Mercedes.
Yeah. 107.
Yeah, so as I said, so as I said, General and Alberto and Lemony are still in the pits. That's what I said.
I think they're doing the right thing. Let these guys come out, rubber the track a bit more, because we do know how poor the track is for just mechanical grip. Especially in the slower corners where mechanical grip is so important, where the aero kind of doesn't really come into effect. But BX Pro just coming around the last corner now. Did he hit the wall this time round? He stays well clear of it. 137.1. Now that's on medium tyres. So the next guy, it looks like, is it an Alfa Romeo? Yes, it's Dune Vista. Just coming around the last corner now. And then I think it's NASCAR, is it? Or it's the other.
Don't know why Dome Vista's time hasn't registered for some reason. He's still going round.
Right.
Oh, there it is. 138.0. I'm a bit late attending. Jack DNF 135.2 again on the softs.
Yeah.
But the other thing as well, the advantage that these guys are going to have from the start of the race compared to the Tier 1 race.
35.2.
Yes. 135.220.
Yeah.
Is that it's going to have had 3 sessions worth of qualifying done in the dry, whereas in Tier 1 it had 3 sessions of qualifying done in the wet, so there was no real grip laid down.
No, there wasn't.
Before the race, so there's going to have a better start on that front.
Yeah. I think it's just me, man, Moody now on a lap. He's coming on the last corner. He sets a 137.9 on the softs there. So you look at Killer J, he's had a very good lap there in the mediums. 36.5. Puts himself P4 at the moment. BX Pro 37.1, Kevo with 37.3, Dune Vista 38.0, NASCAR 38.0. Is it worth going again on another lap, putting an extra lap of wear on these? I think NASCAR is definitely NASCAR is not pushing these. He has his airs turned off there, but I think Dune Vista is pushing. He has an invalidation though. Monster is pushing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be backing out in a minute though.
Yeah.
P4.
He's pitting.
136.4.
That's a nice lap. Done that on a second lap now on soft tyres. Is it?
I don't think that's a bad thing.
Ooh, pain. Legal blocking.
Killer J right behind him.
Is Killer J coming into the pits though?
Yeah,
See,
he's invalidated.
See, this is the thing as well, and people really should be doing it, is that the game, if you don't tell your engineer in the game that you're boxing, the game assumes you're on another lap.
Yeah.
So I would assume that Killer J behind never told Jeff that he was boxing. So the game then assumes that Payne is blocking him when technically they're both pitting. So it's kind of like what happened to you in Mexico last year remember when it paused and the game then automatically thought, because you hadn't set that it was an in-lap. Then the game went, oh shit, we're in the wrong spot, sorry the language, and then brought you back onto the racing line.
Into
me. But yeah, General Lone's on a lap and he's on a set of softs. How is he doing?
Kevo's also on a lap. Sorry to interrupt. He's half a second up on those mediums at the minute.
He went for another lap.
He's coming into the final sector now.
Right.
Through the S's. He's taking it rather nicely. Some good pace around there. Good line as well. Oh, that's nice, Kev. Very nice. Going into the last corner now. Previously 137.3, improves up 4/10, 136.9. I won't put any more on them.
Yeah, he's probably put 3 laps now onto these mediums. I don't know if that's... You're losing the advantage of being on the mediums by doing those laps. Just Owen's coming around the last corner here. He puts himself P3, 35. Jack in. Oh no, I just saw Jack there in P2 on an out lap, but on a set of mediums. But he's just put those mediums on. They're not the tyres that he actually set his lap time on. Alberto just started a lap.
Yeah. And Just Coconuts is about to Just Coconut start one.
Yeah, yes. We'll jump on board then. I'm on with Alberto and we'll move on to the Coconuts once this one becomes no longer... Either he sets a lap or invalidates. So, keep going. So far, so good. The Red Bull, right, was... Gearbox, I assume he's boxing. Probably
I think it's Owen. Yeah, it's Owen. Jack DNF starting another lap on the mediums. I think he's just going out there to use them.
That's it. The way I look at it though, if you've made your decision going soft, keep those mediums, a fresh set of mediums for the race, especially if there's going to be safety cars.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Such a rhythm this sector, isn't it? The last sector.
Yeah. You've got to get the start nailed, and if you don't, then it's just completely gone.
Yeah.
It's like an angle of a space launch. You get the timing wrong.
Ooh, you hit the wall.
Look quite at the wall.
Yeah.
If you get the angle ever so slightly wrong on the entry, it just screws you for the rest of it.
Yeah.
There's no point continuing it.
I think Coconuts is on for a really good lap. He's 4/10 up on Owen through the first 2 sectors, so could our race 1 winner be on for another good performance? Coming on the last corner now.
34.8. First venture into the 34.
That's it.
Great lap. Jack DNF's got some good pace on those mediums. He's got the second sector. He's only 3/10 down.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if he's kicking himself a little bit now.
Yeah. He's boxing straight away.
He's boxed straight away.
Nice to see he's not using ABS with a big lockup on those tyres. Hopefully he doesn't take too much of the tyre life out of them.
No. John Vista. He is half a second up on his 138.0. On the softs now though.
Yeah. Do you know what the delta is from qualifying? Or you suppose you did a wet qualifying? So
no, we had wet qualifying. Yeah. All I know the delta is that the intermediates were 2.8 slower than the wets. That's all I can tell you.
And it never got any better, did it? It looked like in Q2 it was getting better, and then Q3 then it got wetter by the looks of it. But, yeah.
Vista's just set a lap time there 1,000th of a second slower than on softs than what he did on mediums. I think he had a few moments in the last few corners.
Right.
Oh no, hang on, no, it's just taking a while to register.
Just took a while. I was looking at that.
Yeah. 1:36.6. You could be alright with that.
I'm on board with NASCAR here. He is making his return after his hiatus last week.
A sabbatical.
Sabbatical, yeah.
An enforced sabbatical for being a naughty boy.
Yeah.
And in a completely unrelated subject.
Oh! That was close to being a complete another disaster there, but you can live to fight another day.
He did well there, to be fair to the lad.
I think he is done though, because there's only 3 minutes left. He has to get back, get a new set of boots on, and get out with probably 2 minutes to spare. And he has a minute, so he has a minute to get back. It'd be close. I don't think he'd be able.
I think he's done.
The pit entry though might help him. Yes. Now Lemony's on the lap. Lemony's leaving it to the last minute. A lot of confidence.
He does. 106.9.
Yeah. That's about 4 tenths down from just Coconut, so he will be in the Craigie DNF Owen air. It looks like he lost a bit of traction there.
NASCAR looks like he's lost it on track.
6:36.0.
And the S's.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, yellow flag, and there's a stationary pink dot, so it looks like he didn't make it as far as the pit lane.
Just looking at Lemony there, he's about 9 tenths up on the cut-off point. Just looking at Kevo, 36.9, and he's in the pits, so they need to be coming out now in the next 30 seconds or so. Ben's on a lap.
Kevo is literally at the pit exit now.
Yeah.
At the limiter line.
Ben's up about a half a second through the first sector. He must have, he done his first run on the mediums.
Yeah, mediums. Yeah, now he's on softs. Yeah.
So I'd be expecting this to be up and around Coconut. So we're looking for 106.5 through the first sector to be in and around that. He's slightly down.
106.6.
Yeah, but it'll be close. It should be in the 134s. I like his number 88 there, repping Dale Jr.
Great year, 88.
Des Bryant. Oh, Michael Irving.
Nothing to do with the fact that it was the year I was born, but still a great year.
Yeah. That's it.
Last corner. 1:35.2. P3. 2 seconds there.
Look at the second, third, and fourth there. Even include Owen in fifth. There's just over a tenth of a second between four guys there. And as we said earlier on about how difficult this circuit is, that you'd expect bigger deltas. Yeah. This is like Bahrain short deltas going on here.
Killer J is invalidated.
Right.
He might have enough. He should have enough time to get around if he's got enough fuel to go again. Yeah, his ERS is off, so he's having another go.
Lemoney's on the way in, isn't he?
Monster.
Yeah, he's 13 seconds down, but he's coming across the line, which I find surprising that he's going to put an extra lap on these tyres. Yeah, he finished 18th, but he's not just boxed. Anyways, is he going again? Putting 3 laps on these softs, but sure. I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
Well, he's had the advantage of watching the tyre wears of everyone in Tier 1, I suppose, and as is Craig. But, we shall see.
Killer J coming in the last corner. It's not a great time. It's in the 1:39.40, but he does have time to go again. So Kevo is on a lap. He is 25.9 through the first sector. That's a good first sector. Jack DNF
1:34.7. Very nice time.
Kevo's making the run down. He hit about 210 mile an hour down this straight, as far as I know. He's on 190. 200.
Monster is 9 tenths up on his current time. He's now on the soft. He needs to do a bit more than that if he wants to sneak through.
That's it. Moody
he had
finished.
A beautiful last sector though. Sorry, those S's, he took that beautifully. Great line, great pace. Let's hope he's not left himself too much work to do at the end of the lap. And again, second to last corner, nicely taken. On the gas, hug that left-hand barrier, that's it. Boot down. 1:36.1, that's a great lap. Great lap. 2.7 seconds he beat his time by, I think.
Kevo should be on for a low 36. He's just coming around the second last corner. He's taking that nice and tidy now.
Yeah, he's 6 tenths up, 6.5 tenths up.
What I'd be doing, just looking at what...
35.4 from Kevo.
Nice, Kevo.
Great time. Nice. Great lap time.
He nailed the last sector there.
Did Alberto 136.0 P9. So Monster is in the hot seat at the minute. Killer J coming around the final corner. 135.742 pushes Monster to P11, which, if I'm Monster sat there, that is not the worst place to be.
And that's it done.
You got brand new boots. Job done. That's that's as good. That's as good for a track like this. Brand new boots.
Stick on a set of hards. Go as long as you can. Let the rain come.
To be honest with you, a set of hards, you might be able to one-stop that to the wet tyre.
Just noticing there, Killer J actually has a damaged wing, and he set that last time there. And I didn't see if he had damaged that wing after the lap was done or during it, but it's still a very impressive time if he finished it with a damaged wing, especially that last sector. So there we go. Close up top between Jack and Just Coconuts, and then there's a bit of a gap then. But then it's so close there between Craigie.
You've got two good groups there. You've got obviously apart with the top two, a little battle of their own. But Craigie down to Kevo, those four, that they're all within 2/10, and then you've got Killer J down to Monster. That's good stuff. Also, don't forget that Esports does have his 5-place grid penalty, so Monster may still start P10. He may do, but if I'm like I say this every week. You probably all get fed up of hearing it, but if I'm Monster, Yus or Dunvista, I'm more than happy with that at this track. I'm more than happy with that at every track, if I'm honest, as we all know. But yeah, Monster P11, Yus P12, Dunvista 13, Moody 14, and NASCAR 15. Unfortunately, having a few incidents, and that's Q2.
It's Q done and dusted. Did you see if anyone got in on the mediums there? Or is everyone
I think everyone was soft.
I think everyone is on soft, yeah. Who's the quid on? Crew?
I'm going first, because I never go first.
That's what I said. Who's the quid on?
I'm going first. I'm going first. Jack DNF.
Okay, Coconuts. In my head I was going, whichever one you say, I'm going the opposite. So the 410 gap there between the two of those guys to the rest of the field is quite big, so unless one of them runs out of talent or drops it somewhere, I think it'll be one of the two of those. But sure, you have all this potential, but you have to go and do it then when it matters, isn't it? So
absolutely, and no doubt Craigie, the championship leader, yet to score a race victory in PLR at all. No pressure, Craig. Leading the championship at the moment, 16 points clear of Jack DNF.
Yeah.
He's going to be up there. He's a wily old fox, and I'm going to say old because he is old.
He's older than us, anyways. And compared to the age of a lot of guys in this lobby, we're all old.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of the lads about playing pole position 64 and the F1 1997 game, and they're like, man, that game was out 10 years before I was born, and I was like, man, 10 years before they were born, and I'm there playing my Nintendo 64.
The first two Formula 1 games I ever had on the PlayStation, were I had Formula 1 on a demo. Like the original Formula 1 on a demo, like from 1995 or something. Yeah. And then I had Formula 1 97, and I was hooked from then. Yeah.
Great games. And then EA, like, I actually enjoyed the EA games in F1 now back in. Well, this is before all the microtransactions, so I can understand why people are not.
Yeah,
but the ones on the PS2 were great.
Yeah, there was one of them like.
2006 had a great storyline. I used to. It wasn't like such a storyline, but like the career mode was really, really good. I really enjoyed it.
Well, one of them like I think it was Montoya was on the cover of it.
Yeah, that was 2006 in the.
Is that the one I'm on about?
McLaren. When he's him and Kimi were in McLaren. That was my favourite. It's the last one.
As long as they don't mess about with things and try and make, make money out of it like FIFA and stuff like that, because they've got enough interest in it.
I mean, the thing is, as well, Codemasters are still making the game. It's just being published by EA, and then EA will, obviously they're buying it to make money off it, so there will be transactions, there will be that. But if they can bring out more classic cars, bring out more circuits, bring out like this
more classic tracks,
like EA would have the money could go out and we're adding in. No, like last season they brought in Mugello and they brought in Portimao and all. Like they could go there as soon as they hear about that, go out there, they'd pay it, map the circuit out, and get racing there. You know what I mean? And add it as a DLC pack. I'd pay an extra $5 for the new tracks. You know what I mean? If
absolutely,
like that,
I would.
You know?
As long as it's not milked like the Ultimate Team stuff. That's big. That's my point.
F1 2013 on the 360 PS3. There was one that had extra tracks in it. Like it had Jerez and it had Imola and it had a few other extra circuits that were really, really good. You know. And we used to be messing about on them too. Just on board, Craigie's the first guy to we'll stop the reminiscing for the time being and we'll focus on Craigie coming out of the second half corner.
Business
Drivers do struggle with that, with traction coming out of that corner. I do notice there's
135.3, first cab off the rank.
Yeah, and
closely followed by Jack DNF, 135.4, 110th exactly. Coconuts, 135.8.
Owen, I think there's another guy. I think BX Pro's gonna finish first. Yeah, so just jumping about BX Pro's second last corner here. He took that second last corner nice and tidy there. Drivers, I don't know if people focus on their airs through a lap. This is 35.562, but a lot of drivers are out of airs before the end of the lap, and we find that you can manage it a bit better. Lemony Tang at 35.8.
Ooh, the old boy, the Citrus.
General
35.1. Poleman from last year. How can we forget about the Poleman from last year?
Yeah.
Because it was raining and I'm bitter it wasn't me. That's how we forgot about him.
106.8 for Kevo through the first two sectors here. They're actually down on what they were doing in Q2. There were 34s, wasn't it? 34.7, 34.8. I suppose first one, get your lap in, get a banker, and then you can push it a bit more then. Like, just looking at Kevin there, he's already out of airs there coming through the last 4 or 5 corners. What I would do is coming out of turn, going into turn 1, I drop it down into 0 and I'll take that
35.4 from Kevo. Sorry to interrupt you, but I totally agree with you. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Save it there, and then through those last few corners you're running at full pace. Because this section here is all about traction and all that, and it's very hard to lose it. And then where Kevo is now, I'd whack it back up to 2, coming down to the run here, drop it back down into 0, and then on your exit then put it back to 2, and then you should have enough airs then to finish the lap off. Killer J on a lap just started. That nice and tidy there. So he's taking the wide line that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, wide line to cut in just in time to make that almost straight.
Yeah,
to
that's
start
the
the straight.
intention there. Yeah, to just get on the power quick enough, and get on the power with your steering wheel in a straight line. Because if you have an angle on it, you could lose traction. Which I think that's what happened NASCAR earlier on. Where he hit the wall, basically.
Yeah. He hadn't quite finished straightening up before he stuck his foot down. Loud pedal time.
But then you're losing time because you're giving yourself a further distance to get around the corner. So it's all balancing. Yes. It's a balancing act. 106.4. That's good so far. He's definitely putting himself in contention here now, Killer J.
Oh yeah, very much so. Mike's sneaking to the 34s with this.
Yeah, I think this if he can keep going. The screen just went black there. It's gone. I'm back. This is coming around the last corner. There you go.
Oh, very nearly 35.0.
Yeah.
Great lap. Great time. Ooh, the plot has thickened.
That's it. Kevo's
viscosity has changed. If you don't know what viscosity means, children, Google it.
Yeah. Think of the difference between water and honey coming out of a jar. That's the reason why one's clinging to the jar and is moving a lot slower is down to the viscosity of the fluid. That's the best way I can probably explain it. But what I was going to say there was Kevo's put an extra lap. He's put 2 laps. I know it doesn't really matter, but Kevo's shown that he's put a bit extra fuel into the car. So I can definitely.
He is a 10th and a half up on this lap at the moment.
Yeah.
He takes that very nicely there.
Yeah.
Cheeky little downshift I noticed there. He did that himself.
Yeah.
into first for the exit. Oh, he's lost a bit of time. He's still up. Yeah, he could make a position here.
You just want to give himself enough time to come back out, you know. Think about it, where he is now on track. It's 3 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Oh,
I think he's done. He's done. Because he's not going to be able to come around to get a set of boots on and go again.
Yeah, he's leave it to one side. Unless he's limping around Silver Preserves to have one last crack at it. But
yeah, that's his only chance, is if he has enough fuel to go again with what he has on him. Just Coconuts on a lap. Esports Pain on a lap. Where are they? Esports Pain only started. Just Coconuts is also not far into the lap as well.
Yeah, Alberto's on the midway through the long straight, so he's leading the pack at the moment. Those on a lap. Then
it's Coconuts, then Pain, so we'll move back onto them. I think Alberto was 25.9 through the first sector. That's not too bad. That's what you want to be hitting. So low 106, 107. He's a bit down. He'll be into the 35.
He's probably going to have 2 laps here, if not.
Yeah.
He might be able to sneak a third. To be fair, yeah, he will should sneak a third.
Depends on the fuel, yeah.
I hope to see another good performance from him, because he raced his heart out last week. He did a great job last week, and a shame about the time penalty he had. Also, just to let people know that, before I forget about it, Esports Pain also has 5 seconds to be applied to his race time as well, so he'd be in the same boat as Alberto. Alberto crossed the line 1:36.0.
Right, he can go again, as you said, or he could even do a kill down lap, save his airs and go again if he can. Just on board with Coconuts here. He is coming around the last few corners.
8.5 tenths up at the moment.
That puts him bang on around Killer J.
It puts him on the 34, I reckon. 34, 5, 7, 4. Great lap.
Sitting your banker there, isn't it? Go on, jump on Pain real quick. He's coming around the last corner.
36.2 for Pain.
It's
his first lap.
Next?
It's his first lap.
Kevo's coming around. Kevo's just starting again.
He's supposed to get as high as he can, because he has got that 5-place grid penalty as well. So he's net fit P15 at the moment. But it's slow.
Gemma alone with 35.1. He just moves up to P3 there. Jack's starting a lap. I think BX Pro then is next. BX Pro, matching his
level. Yeah.
That was Craigie after this.
We've got Craigie, that's it.
I think he's going again. He looks like he's going again. Oh, you
35.429 improved,
Yeah, still has time
just
to
goes,
go again.
Goes up a place to P6.
Craigie's up a half second. Puts him into 34s if he can keep going.
34.7.
Can go again. Who's next? It's Alberto, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's up. Oh, he just hit the wall.
Yeah. He did
35.6. He did improve.
It's a half.
Then we have Killer J. It's out lap. Then it's
Lemley then, is it? Oh. Yeah, he's up ever so slightly, but not much.
He did just hit the wall in the penultimate corner, but he did improve.
Yeah.
Again, P8.
Can he go again? He can.
And then we look like we have Esports. He's 3.5 seconds down, so he's done.
He's coming in.
Yeah, he's in the pits. Then we've got the Renaults.
Yeah, line of stern here.
It's Coconuts, who is invalidated in the pits.
So
is Kev. I thought there might be a bit of tactical slipstreaming going on there, but we've got Jack DNF. He's half a second up. Purple middle sector.
Yeah, 6/10. It's going to be close. It's going to be very close. Jump on board. I'm going to look at his on board. He took that well.
He did.
And shift.
34.266. There he is. That's the lad. Thank you very much. I never win anything unless Craigie's going to shut me up. No, Craigie is done as well. P3's the best he can hope for. Killer J, he's on a hot lap still. I'm not sure what his sector time was.
No, he's in the last sector. I just hope he doesn't get held up here.
No, he's
tapped the wall.
He's
after throwing it away.
He's
throwing it away.
The old boy, Lemony Tang.
He's down. He is down.
Only a 10th, but he can make a lot of time up in this last little sector.
Yeah.
And he did whack that wall. He did it again.
And he was
1,000th down.
Well,
so there we go.
If you can't be fast, you can be consistent. I suppose that's the only way you can look at it.
That's very true. That's very true. That's Jack DNF pole position.
Pole position. That's it.
Yeah. Not that word, because I haven't done it.
With the quid.
Yes.
So Payne now is starting 15.
His first Payne will be P15. That's correct.
Penalty.
So Monster will be starting P10
on whatever tyre he decides.
On brand new, fresh tyre. What a result for him.
It's a tricky situation there with 11. Like, because you could nearly argue for each of the tyres. You could say go aggressive at the start, go on a fresh set of softs. Everyone in front of you is on older softs. Take advantage of it that way. Go long. If they're going to be an early safety car, that could change things.
It's one of them tracks that again, track position is key. So you've got to go for it early stint. That's what I went with.
So soft you went, did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. So Jack DNF pole position 134.265. Just Coconuts P2 with Craigie, Killer J, General Kevo, BX Pro, Lemony, Alberto, and Esports, who has a 5-place grid penalty. So that is quali. Done and dusted.
I do think as well that the soft would be a better option than P11 or P10 for Monster in this situation if the guys in the top 10 were on mediums, because you'd be on a softer, fresher, quicker tyre over the guys. But because everyone is pretty much on the softs, you only really have the advantage of the fresher tyre. You know what I mean? Everything else is the same.
He may as well stick a harder compound on.
I'm on the grid. I'll retire on the lap.
He may as well stick a harder tyre on and maintain track position.
Oh, actually, what I'll do is I come into the pits and return the pits rather than return track. So.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So,
as was mentioned before in the Discord, a certain gentleman, Sir Captain Tom Moore. Some of you may have heard of him, some of you may not have heard of him. Sadly, passed away within the last few days due to COVID-related illnesses and pneumonia and such. And he was the gentleman, 100 years of age, ex-tank captain, ex-businessman, did all sorts, served in World War II, Burma. Raised £32 million for the NHS and National Health Service in the UK towards supporting the COVID crisis for the government and for everyone here. So, as a mark of respect for him and his achievements, not just of that, but for his entire life and everything he's done, and we take the opportunity to thank him and all of his family, pay our respects to all their family, and just take this moment to have the formation, that rest of the formation, like a reflection of that. So thank you. Apologies if that didn't sound particularly great, but that's our little thing to you, young man. Thank you very much for everything you've done. That's about it, really. Can't really say much else.
Too well said, crew.
Apart from, let's have a great race.
That's it.
Plenty of action.
This count as my as an official race for me in Tier 2, does it?
Yeah, P20, done.
I could commentate and race from here, no?
No, I'd rather you didn't.
Oh, I mean, why am I in reverse? And there we go.
So here we go. 3, 4, 5 lights. And we're on our way, Vietnam. Jack DNF's getting a good start there. Just Coconuts just on his inside. Very tight to turn 1. And Jack DNF adjusted by a nose. Everything looks fairly clean through the field.
Safety car.
Safety car.
There wasn't much. I don't think there's a few bits of end plates flying in front of me here, but I don't think there was anything.
Nothing overly untoward. No, I didn't see any dramatic position changes or anything of that description.
Like Bono here has a 5-second penalty here down in 18th. There was a bit of damage. There was a bit of contact, but nothing out of the ordinary, and it's not something that I would expect a safety car. And in a way, me actually racing here, I had actually the perfect view of everything in front of me, because I didn't start the way I normally would. I let everyone kind of go, so I was out of any issues. I didn't want to be getting myself involved in something that I shouldn't be.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So
absolutely.
I just sat back and watched, and there wasn't that major to.
No, I mean, looking at the position changes, the only major difference is that Esports Payne's got his 5 places back. He's made 5 places off that start, so well done for that. But you know, there's nothing more than 2 or 3 position changes, and it's not. You know, half the field have stayed where they were, so that doesn't. Well, I think that might have been Codemasters having a brain fart and thinking it's Vietnam, it's Vietnam, get the safety car.
Yeah, maybe it could have been a VSC if there was a bit of damage, but no one spun, no one was facing the wrong direction from what I could see.
Oh, Charlie, you got a bit keen, the lad did.
Yeah.
If he still does
By
it.
the looks of it.
Yeah. He must have sneezed and pressed the button. Oh dear, I've sent them out now.
Oh, there's me man Moody with a broken wing there.
Oh yes, it's not only broken, it's not there anymore. Oh yeah, very much so. Is that you overtaking the safety car, Shane?
I'd let him by because I didn't want to get involved, and it was like, me man Moody is conceding to position. I got a warning track limit too there.
Brilliant.
Right.
That's what I wanted to hear. Well, that looked, like I say, it looked fairly innocuous there.
Yeah.
Right, a few of the boys in the pit lane.
There we go.
Oh dear, there's a lot of double stacking going on, and NASCAR would be happy he's being held up by the Alfa Romeo.
Oh, NASCAR does have a wing change going on, so it looks like he did hit into the back of someone. Anyone else with wing damage going on?
Yeah, I think the Alfa Romeos have had wing changes.
Too.
Esports has. Obviously Moody's we knew about.
Yeah,
if anyone else has got wing damage, it's not enough. Yeah.
Moody representing the Valentino crew there, number 46.
The Doctor.
The Doctor himself. Position change. Okay. Moody down 6, Doom Vista down 6, NASCAR down 3, Monster down 6. So by the looks of it, just judging by the positions the guys lost, they all lost in and around the same amount of positions, so they were in and around the same area. So by the looks of it, Monster, NASCAR and Doomed look to be in and around that area, since they all had wing damage, they all went into the pits. That's 2 teammates there getting involved as well, so then you have me man Moody there. That was a separate incident altogether. That was, it looks to be on his own during safety car. So Jack, Coconuts, Craig own up 2 positions. That's a good start by the Red Bull man here.
Yeah, good rear gunner action there for the Red Bull. So
Red Bulls are. So we had a 1-2 there in Tier 1. I wonder if we'll have a 1-2 around here in Tier 2 as well. The McLaren boys had a 1-2 finish.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. It would be nice to see 1-2.
And
Nice to
even
see
the Renault.
Craig get a win.
Yeah, it would. Get that monkey off his back.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, you have two Renaults in the top 5, and you have 2 Red Bulls in the top 5 as well. So,
Yep.
Be nice to see here now. Just gonna check the tyres. We have everybody pretty much. So Monster went to hard, so he's going long. He'll definitely make it to the rain if it is going to rain.
Yes.
Right. Shouldn't be too long of a safety car. There wasn't any.
No.
Is that my car? No, that's Moody's. I was just looking at the map there, and there was a car a bit away from the rest of the pack. But it's the McLaren.
No, it's
not the McLaren, it's the
certainly is
Mercedes.
the McLaren. Yes. I'm just agreeing with you, and I'll shut up. Oh yeah, cheers, thanks. Yeah. There's Shane Kravitz again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, doing his thing.
I thought my car was out driving with no driver in it, but yeah, it's not. Because you know, like sometimes people return the pits and the car decides to come back out. So
Yeah.
I have to say the temptation of staying in the car and racing from there was quite strong. I have to say, I had to really fight it there now, but it would have been fun. But sure.
Thinking about it, we should have maybe stayed out for the end of the safety car.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
The restart, but never mind. Safety car in this lap.
Okay, so jumping board with Jack just to keep an eye on everything is done correctly. This helmet is pretty cool, actually, looking at it there. So for me, I am going on the on the entry to the second last corner, or in mid corner there. Going at that point. The line you just crossed there is the safety car line, so you technically could overtake already at this stage. But I'd be going now. You can go while they're still on the entry when you get the jump, which he has. He's basically a second up. Everyone looks. Nice.
Someone going to the pits. It's NASCAR fan.
Right.
I thought there was an incident, but I'm not sure what's gone on.
There's a bit of action here going on with esports paint and NASCAR. Artistic into turn 1 here.
Oh, esports losing the rear ever so slightly.
Move around the outside here by Doomed on Artistic. Is he going to make a stick? Ooh. He has. Great move.
He has made it stick. Great manoeuvring. Great from both drivers as well. Nice awareness from Artistic.
Yeah. Artistic lost a bit of action.
This is going to be interesting.
Moody thought better there. I think that was the best thing to do.
He did. Artistic defended well there.
He did. Moody's keeping it tight around the outside.
Nice move. Nice work, all 3 of you.
Yeah.
Well done, all 4 of you actually. Well done.
I wonder why NASCAR decided to pit on the last lap of the safety car again. But sure.
He's on a set of hards. I'm not sure.
He is on a set of hards. Right.
Jack DNS very squirrely in the rear end through the S's there.
Right. Could be a temperature thing. Maybe his tyres
might not have warmed up fully, but Coconuts has reeled him in a bit.
Yeah.
He was getting away from Coconuts, but because there's little shopping trolley actions there, he's right on the back of him now.
And they have
the RS won't be open yet.
They pull out a gap to Craigie as well, and he's got Owen.
Yeah.
So it's going to change there.
And Kevo as well. On board with Craig, you got Owen right behind him, and right behind him you got Kevin, right behind him you got BX Pro.
Yeah.
All in one
Yellow
shot
flag
there.
sector
And
3.
I think Artistic. Yeah, Artistic's had an issue.
Broken wing as well.
Yeah, he's gone past the pit entry as well, unfortunately.
Oh, NASCAR's binned it somewhere as well. He's losing bits of wing left, right and centre here, and he's coming around.
Yeah, he's struggling, isn't he?
Yeah.
Them hard tyres won't help as well.
No, those hard tyres take a lap or two to get up the temp. And I could see that coming a mile away. He was not making the speed limit there.
No,
Came
and he's
flying in.
retired.
Oh, just hoping it's making a move. He's on his inside.
Ooh.
He's run deep.
The old switcheroo.
Yeah.
The old switcheroo from Jack.
I don't think Hogan must be happy with the moving down the straight there. And see, the difficult thing on, I know there might be tier 1 lads watching, and the difficult thing about the moving down this straight is the fact that it's not an exactly straight line. There is kinks in it.
No, there is, yeah.
And you
like
are constantly moving left and right because of that. So it is very difficult to say a driver is intentionally moving to block, or you could use that in your favour. And when you're staying on the racing line, can't really say that the person done anything particularly wrong, but I know Jack probably isn't happy. Full course of yellow.
Owen is dropped off. He's going into the pit lane.
Right.
I'm not sure what happened with him.
Let's check if there might be a bit of damage. Is there a bit of damage?
Let's see, because he's in the pit lane.
Yeah.
Well, that's promoted Kevo to P4, and he's 3/10 off the back of Craigie. Flying Kevo. DRS open as well.
Yeah.
Go on, Kev.
Is he going to make a move here? And the Williams of Ben is sticking with these as well. That's going to close. That's going to close. It's always going to close. This is where you want to be getting your exit.
Patience.
And you can actually see there, that was actually a great angle of Kevo took it tight and Craigie took it wide, and you could see the difference when Craigie could get on the power compared to where Kevo could get on the power there.
And looking back at Kevo now, he's got BX Pro all over him. I'm looking back at you,
He's going left. He's going left.
There he is. Oh, here we go. This is great stuff. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, dearie me.
Just looks like hard racing there, boys. So keep it going.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
Ben just followed the line, the path that Craig created through there, I think, and then the DRS just helped him through. But Killer J will be smelling a bit of action, as will Lemony.
Yeah. And these guys battling here are helping the two guys in front to just check out and disappear up the road. Now, safety cars and all that you have to think about. I'd actually be under fueling my car by probably 2 laps around here, with the anticipation that you have several safety cars.
That's exactly what I did. I was 2.5 laps under at the start of the race.
This is where the racing is going on here, anyways. Yeah. The Craigie train is developed. Number 19, Craigie. Ooh,
that's
a bit wobbly there.
Yeah, I was just looking. I'm on board with Craigie, looking back at them, Ben and Kevo. Just exactly what you just said the last lap. The difference of lines through those corners.
Yeah.
That's just getting Craigie out of these corners.
Yeah.
Getting enough of a bit of breathing space.
Like
so
you see that there with Kevo on board with Ben there as well. I was on board with Kevo takes the tight line, Ben took the wide line, and you can see Kevo can have to pull up a bit before going again.
Yeah.
And I think Ben is going to have a really good chance here getting Craigie into the hairpin. Craigie's going for the outside, taking the inside line for the corner.
That's great car position from Craig if he keeps it there. Yeah, well
He's
done,
on the
mate.
curb now, that will affect your traction. Oh,
fellas.
Need to leave a car space there, buddy. Kevo's going to capitalise. Oh, there's a bit of contact.
Oh, what? Oh my God, it's Skittles.
Yeah, I think Kevo actually got away with that. Oh,
Kevo might have done Craigie.
In the barrier.
Oh, is Lemony over the back of Craig as well now?
Yeah.
Safety car.
Safety car.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I think we caught all of that, but
between us we did, one or the other. But BX and Lemony side by side in the pit lane there.
Wow. Oh, they're all in. Drive through doing Vista speeding under this safety car.
Yeah. I don't know what happened during the after the hairpin. They turned the right hander after the hairpin.
We've seen in Tier 1 where drivers are getting squeezed on the inside, and we also have to take into consideration here that the layout of the track isn't great, and if you even look at the hairpin there on the track map, there is a little kink. So you see the hairpin, and then there's a little kink there. It's like it's going off, and then it tightens up back towards the long straight. So you can see that there. I just think that Ben got squeezed against the wall and had nowhere to go. Really, that's from what I could see, and I was looking at it from the front, looking back towards the drivers. And Craigie done the right thing up to the stage where he was on the inside. He's making Ben go the long way around. Ben was on the curb, and I'm actually quite surprised at the amount of traction that Ben got on that curb, because it is very easy to lose it on that curb.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm quite impressed with that now, that he was able to get the drive and match Craigie out of the corner. And then it just comes with that wall, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay on board here with, actually I'll go, there'll be drivers closer to it. I'm on board with Esports Pain here, and you'll see here that it is, even though it's a straight line, there is a left hand kink there.
There is.
The wall on the right hand side, you'll see it comes towards you. See the way just like that Rolex wall comes towards you. And the racing line, I was just on board with Bono there. Bono took it what would be the racing line, but if there's a car on your outside, you have to give that car there. It's not going to vanish.
No.
You know, the laws of physics don't allow two performers that matter take the same spot in time. So like, it's going to be damaged every time. So it's just unfortunate. The lads are racing hard, and it really is just unfortunate. So looking at it, Kevo is in P1 and he pit by the lads are. So the front three guys actually got caught out here because they were ahead of the pit entry before.
Yes.
So Kevo now is taking over the lead of this race, and I think Lemony's going to be pretty much a net P4. Oh no, Monster didn't pit either.
It'll be net P2, Lemony.
Yeah, because Bono or Monster. Monster did pit, but he pit on the first safety car.
Pit early, he pit earlier on, but great position for Kevo and Monster here. Kevo, if I'm Monster and a few people go past me on their mediums, off you pop, boys, off you go. Because them hard tyres are just about woken up now. 6 laps old. By the time the safety car goes in 7, 8 laps.
You just need to keep the tyres.
Needs to keep them hot. Hot. Keep them on that stove, Monster. Get them bad boys smoking.
That is it. Everyone basically is pit. Me and Man Moody hasn't. So he's going for the
I don't
track
think Bono has either.
Bono hasn't, no.
Bono's the only one who hasn't stopped.
Well, actually, me and Man Moody has stopped. Yeah, he stopped the lap before. He broke his wing and he came in that lap. So everyone under that safety car is pit, bar Bono, me, Man Moody, then all the way down to Dune Vista. Then.
So just looking at a few of the comments in Twitch. Tight racing, great so far. Equaz, perfect for Kevo. Boogie Doogie, happy to be here.
Bono's just
Scrappy
hit the back
race.
Of Kevo.
Oh, I had to chuckle at that one. Boogie saying, "Scrappy race here, this."
Yeah.
Oh dear, I'm saying nothing.
Yeah. Here, this track is it's a difficult track, and it's going to happen.
It is.
I just hope people that if they are involved in that and in these races over the first 2 days is like, here, it's probably the most difficult track on the calendar for it,
Yeah.
So take it with an H track, Baku, Monaco, this place, Singapore, street tracks with walls. It happens,
What Kevo needs to do here, he needs to control this field a bit more.
He does.
Not worry about the safety car too much. Just keep it nice and chilled, nice and controlled. Keep them tyres up to temp.
Yep.
And just take your time.
Yes.
Don't go too early, because one thing I will say, if you can hear me, to anyone, this is advice to anyone under safety car, because I found this out the hard way during a league race not so long ago, that the game will still limit you if the safety car isn't fully in the pit lane.
It will, yeah.
So if you hold up the pack and you get there in a good position and you want to go, if that safety car isn't properly in the pit lane, the game will limit you and it will screw you. So don't go too soon.
Yeah, definitely. Clean up everything here now. So NASCAR DNF in the pits. I think he had enough with the start of that race. But I did mention earlier on that this is an extremely long race. There's 10 laps, I know, gone already, which has flown in, by the way. But
yes.
this is not this. The chances of this being the last safety car is quite slim, you know. So
yeah,
you look at drivers like for example Monster, who was caught in the first safety car, and it was down the back of the field. He was in P18 at one stage.
Yeah,
he's now in P3. Now, granted, he's not on the best tyre to be on. The safety car is in this lap.
But you know what I mean? Best tyre
like,
now.
He's turned his race around
at this moment. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the same thing happened to me on Monday. I was spitting feathers. I was fighting for P4, P5 after safety, before the safety car. Afterwards, I was in P6 and a net P4, P3. Yeah. Then it just went to you know what, and then I was stone dead last. And I got points. I still got points.
Yeah.
So it's worth not giving up with this track. You need to slow them down, Kev. Slow them down. Slow them down. Control a bit more, buddy.
If I was Bono, I'd be going. Because that was the safety car line back there. Now, I don't know if the game picks it up or not, but I'd be giving it a shot. And if the game tells me to give it back, I'd give it back. But you're not... Oh, he's after running wide. Nearly hit the wall.
Oh, nearly. He's got a good gap, though, over a second. So he's done well, though. Well done, Kev.
Gap back from Lemony. Oh, Lemony's making a move. Oh, no, he's defending. Sorry, he's defending from Jack. And he's making a move on Monster.
Oh, Monster. Nearly. That's the hard tyres not properly warmed up.
No.
Something I tend to do if I'm on the hard tyre and the safety car is out, I'm warming them consistently. Constantly, all the way through. Kevo's long gone.
Yeah.
Brand new mediums and Bono's holding up Lemony and Jack. Head down, Kev.
Yeah.
Wait for the
Jack
rain.
is trying to get ahead of these guys as soon as he can. Oh! There's that narrow to wide line there, merging in the middle and nearly ending in disaster. Now Bono. Oh!
These two have got a bit of history here. Flashbacks to Australia in their first round.
Oh, and then he went for a gap and tapped the wall. See, it's very difficult.
And he's got Jack DNF all over him now.
Yeah.
Jack makes a move from Lemony. Bono takes a nice line through
Lemony was in neutral there. Yeah, he put it into neutral. Jack is going for a move on Bono. Is he going to make it stick around the outside? Yeah, he has. So
great move, great work.
He now has 3.5 seconds up to Kevo. So Kevo, just keep. You pull out a bit of a gap there. Yellow flag sector 3. Me man Moody's dropping.
It's a Mercedes. Yeah, Moody ran wide at that corner where Jack went around the outside.
So I think Lemony's going to try to get Bono again here.
I mean, Jack DNF's got half a second on Kev already.
Yes, he has. Yeah.
Even if I'm Kev sat in this situation, you see Jack closing in like that. Just sit tight.
Yeah.
You've got a podium here if you keep sitting there.
Don't go for it, Lemony. That's closing. That was always going to close. I think that there's a bit. Alberto's holding up a few guys there. There's a Monster and Craig, you know, in around quite close. But I think this is the next move going to happen with Lemony and Bono. So I'm going to stick on board here.
Yep, I'm on board with Monster because there's a train behind Monster of Craigie, BX Pro.
Yeah.
All on fresh mediums. And
wow, there's a bit. They look 3 wide back there. I'm going to move back real quick. Oh.
Yeah. Craig is fighting, holding them off 2 of them here.
Yeah.
Monster's done well there, to be fair to him. He's got Yost, Spectre IV Sports and General Owen with Trumpet next. This is great stuff.
Just even looking at it there, Jack only passed Lemony in the last lap and he's already 5 seconds up the road. Just being held up by Bono on those old tyres. Wow.
Craig's making a move on Alberto.
It's raining, it's raining.
I was just going to say, is it started to rain?
There you go, and then that brings Bono, Monster's drop. Oh, that was
close. Alberto, just a little tag on Craig.
Yeah, and the Williams.
Lucky that helped him around that corner. That rain came early.
Yeah.
Wow.
Probably the best way to look at it is, if it says 45 minutes to the rain, because it's a 50% race, they probably have everything. So if you're looking at 45 minutes, it's probably going to be 20 minutes, if you know what I mean. So Jack is flying. He's just about to get into the DRS of Kevo, and Coconuts now is within a second of Lemony. So
well, half a second now. Well, great man once said, always be on the right tyre at the right time.
That is True words.
Moody again, gone off at the same corner, I believe, as he did last lap.
Alberto made a move on Just there. They're battling very closely. I'm just on board with Coconuts here because I don't know if he's going to go for a dive there.
I think he'll go on the longer one. No.
He's just looking at Jack now because him and Jack were battling at the start of this race, and you can see he's already 8 seconds behind him now.
Yeah.
He had a good line there, 5 seconds. And that's a big corner cut there by Just. You don't normally get 5 seconds for a corner cut, it's only 3. So, Lemony is defending, he is on overtake 2. Here's the DRS.
Behind Craig, there's a massive DRS train. You've got Bono, BX Pro, Just.
Good move there by Coconuts. He ran deep though. He's off the track. Lemony just takes the position back. Jack the DNF is... Oh, he's right up the back of Kevo. He's right at the back of Kevo now. Jump on board. He's flying through these S's. And he's sending Kevo the wrong direction. He's going to try to go around the outside. I'd stay away from that. I think that...
Oh, that's always closing there.
Yeah. He's trying to get the cut back on him. Killer J, 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. Penalties starting to fly in now. I suppose they're losing a bit of grip now with this rain. And I say this DRS...
Get a bit greasy.
Yeah. A yellow flag, safety car.
Safety car, Alberto.
So Alberto retired Monster with a pen. So
Domed.
No damage.
Alberto's crashed into the wall in pit lane entry.
Right.
If you jump on board with Killer J, you should just see him. And Killer J nearly went to the back of him.
Yeah. I wonder if it was a little... And he got a drive through as well, Killer J, for that by the looks of it. Alberto, there was a 5-second penalty for Monster for contact. And then Alberto, with Alberto, and then Alberto ends in the wall with damage, so... I don't want to assume anything without seeing it, because I wanted to see I was on board with Coconuts and Lemony because that was going to be a battle. Oh, sorry, Jack and Kevo. We had a battle for the lead there. And Tillmo speeding in the pit lane. A lot of drivers speeding in the pit lane.
This is a good bit of a pressure reliever for Kev here.
It is, yeah. Craigie driving.
Craigie drive through. Dome Vista's gone straight onto the intermediates. He's pulled the trigger.
Says Coconuts is ahead of Lemony. Yeah, he's giving it back. Yeah. Drive through spec drive. What is with drivers and speeding in the safety car? Or pit lane incidents as well. Oh, looking at it, just Coconuts has wing damage. I don't know when that happened. He's left wing end plate missing.
Certainly is.
Lemonie's full wing. Craigie's a bit behind. Craigie has a full wing as well. Just gonna double check.
Yus has got no end plates on his wing. He has 0 end plates.
Yeah. So I reckon he's coming in. I wonder if it's time to go onto an Inter. Is it at that stage?
Well, Domed and Tillmo have done it. Moody's just exit the pit lane on mediums, so he doesn't feel it as yet.
Two drivers are coming in. Yus is in. Bono's in.
Yeah, Jack's put the Inters on.
Jack's put the Inters on.
Yep.
Yeah,
Craigie's
stayed out.
Craigie's stayed out as well.
We're at the knife edge moment of this race now, where what you do now is could make this could be a podium or it could be a DNF. You know what I mean? Where we are.
Yeah.
Oh,
in either direction.
In either direction. 5-second, and he held up Spec Drive as well. Spec Drive was pitting behind his teammate, and his teammate had a wing change and was held for 5 seconds. He's gone on to Inters. So Monster, which I'm surprised being on those hard tyres, could have been in the top 5 here. He still has 16, 17 seconds back to the driver, so if he can get around... Whereabouts
is he? He's still on the delta, aren't they? He's on the long straight now, just starting on straight. He might just get away with it.
He will definitely come out ahead of Lemony. I think the Coconuts might be a bit too close. It will be very close. He might get Coconuts, but he should get Lemony. Because that's 23 seconds.
Saying that though, if he did say he had a 5-second penalty, that could be out the way. He's got a 5-second penalty, so that's out the window.
That's in bunch then,
so you're probably looking at around about Dome Vista Spec Drive territory, maybe.
Maybe Bono, because Bono.
He might squeeze top. He might squeeze top 10. He might.
Yeah.
I think at the worst he'd be in and around his team there, don't Vista.
Now, actually, another thing. Does he have a full wing? That's another thing that could take time off.
Yes, he does. He does have a full wing.
Is he coming in? Is he coming in?
Don't know yet. He's just caught up to the back of the pack.
Yeah.
He's still got the 17 and a half seconds to Coconuts.
That will start closing now that he's in traffic because Coconuts is out.
And he's in.
Down. Yeah. And someone else just in front did.
Yeah, it's BX Pro and Kevo as well.
Yeah.
So Monster didn't lose out too badly there.
Craigie stayed out.
In terms of Craigie stayed out, yeah.
He's the only one, isn't he?
Yeah. Owen is still out at the moment. I don't know if he's coming in now. And Killer J and Moody. Owen is pitting.
Right, Monster. He is coming out of pits. Lemony just crossed him there. So did Payne.
And Owen's in the pits as well, so he's not going to lose out to Owen.
No, I think he's going
to. He might just get Bono. He might just keep P8 here.
Yeah. Oh, there's a McLaren.
It's a McLaren. That's esports. Yeah. She's got P7 in the end.
Broken wing.
Take these broken wings and please recycle them.
I don't know if these Indians are the right tyre because these guys are all over the shop.
Yeah.
And I don't know why Bono's pulling over to the side there, letting drivers
He must have been told to be fair. I don't think. It's the only reason I can understand. But, yeah, take these broken wings, recycle them for Monaco, please.
Yeah. These guys now, they're a bit too close for my liking. Drop back a bit from each other. You're not going to be able to overtake each other here, so Owen on a new set of mediums. He pit for mediums. Killer J pit for softs.
I don't think Owen meant to pit for mediums. I can imagine him spitting feathers right now.
Right. He done a brainer. He done a brainer in China last year.
Yeah, I can't forget.
But we started on Inters and we were supposed to pit on Joys and he went back on doing those Inters. Yeah. Statistic. So Alberto is out, NASCAR is out. Main man Moody is still on medium.
Just to clarify here, right? There's absolutely nothing wrong with my singing. Equaz, happy, alright. Boogie Wonderland, alright. So, X Factor, you're right. I won't go on X Factor because that's commercialised crap. Alright. So, keep your opinions to yourselves. Thank you very much. And that's all I'll say on the matter.
Payne's back in the pits.
Yes. To replace that wing yet again.
Replace his broken wing. Yeah. Killer J. No, he's not.
I don't know what BX Pro's doing next to Kevo.
I don't know either.
Why? Why do people do it?
I don't know. Clear instructions. Or they just not listen to, unfortunately.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't teach it to do bloody maths, can you? You know what I mean?
That's... or just follow an instruction. Simple. Safety car. Lads are very close to each other. Like Lemony even up his back as well. Like one of these decides to warm up the tyres. Like you can look at that line there. Into a braking zone.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Coconuts, Jack DNF, and Kevo. Yeah. Kev's just keeping just about okay now, but
yeah. In fairness, I jumped on board with them. I know there's a few guys doing this in Killer J's AI now. Just seeing that here. But when I jumped on board, the gaps did look like they were a bit further apart than it was from the spectator, the television cam as such. But on board, it does look like there was a bit more space now.
Yeah.
There is a few guys. General Owens AI, Killer J's AI. They're not anymore. Owen is still, but yeah, Yus is a bit of a gap to Bono. Now this is into a braking zone here. Safety car is
Safety car's in, yeah. I don't think this is quite ready for the wets. No. Craigie might be onto something here.
We'll know within a sector if Craigie has pulled a blinder or if he no, yeah, let that safety car go. Let that safety car go. Give yourself as much space as you can.
That's it. That's it. Bit more tyre warming.
Go.
Ooh, a little bit tail
Oh,
out.
he went.
To be fair, we'll be able to know more in a minute, but that could have been a braking to avoid the wall because of the tyres.
Could be.
But still.
Oh, he's out. Shot himself in the
Yeah,
front one.
yeah.
Don't turn the back on the track in front of cars.
Looks like it is just about ready for them into.
Yeah, I think. Yep. You
Yeah,
didn't even need to get through a sector to find out.
Yeah, on board with Kev now. Oh, that's a good move that. Stay there, don't close the gap, don't close the gap. On board with Kev there, it's heavier than what it was before the safety car came in, so...
Yeah, you can see Craigy's just going straight pretty much at every opportunity. He's just understeering everywhere. Kevo's got him. I think Ben will get him next.
Killer J's making the soft work.
Yeah, he's up the back of yours, yeah. Craigy's cars are quite old too. Oh! Just saw a bit, the car got a bit wobbly there.
Oh, Craig and BX Pro. Craig is in the wall. Lemon's right behind. Craig's lost his wing end plate on the right hand wing.
I just had gone off and was the same kind of situation as what happened previous. Artistic 10-second penalty for the big corner.
Monster is all over the back of Craigie now. You don't want to go around someone around here, especially when they've just got broke the wing. Craigie pulling to one side, doing the sensible thing. Well done, Craigie. Respect for that. Found the space and occupied it. I think he is. He must be.
Needs to. Oh, Bono hit him in the rear.
Yep, Craigie dives into the pit lane.
Oh, and so does a McLaren coming along. Spectre nearly hit into the back of him. Coming in. Right, where's the action? I think it's in around Yus and Monster at the moment. Killer J. Those softs are working.
So we have Jack DNF 1.4 ahead of Coconuts, who's closing the gap ever so slightly.
Yeah.
Followed by Kevo.
Yep.
BX Pro, Lemony Tang, Monster, all pretty, and Yus as well, all pretty spread out rather evenly.
They are.
With the exception of Killer Jays. Oh, big incident at the back there. Bono, Candy and Down Vista. I just saw them in the distance.
Yeah.
I have no idea what happened, but I just saw...
Killer J got Yus in the end on those softs. Oh, they're going side by side around the roundabout. It wasn't working out. The virtual safety car.
Yeah.
Down Vista 5-second penalty with Bono.
Yeah. I just saw that in the background when I was on board with someone. I'm not sure who I was on board with.
Going back to green there.
Drive through.
Killer J. That's off. He's not struggling. Oh, he lost. He's losing a bit of traction out of the hairpin for sure. A little bit of
traction, yeah. Yeah, that's it now. Time to change your boots.
Yeah.
Oh, nearly. Monster, just be careful and pick your moment, mate.
Yeah.
No point getting involved because he's boxing here.
Should be.
And you've got esports paying behind you as well on mediums.
On fresh mediums too.
Yeah, so he's going to be boxing as well, I imagine.
Oh, yeah, he's on the way in. We'll have a look at Payne is in. He looks like he's going to get caught speeding. Yes, he is.
Wow. More penalties than Bruno Fernandes here, I tell you.
Yeah, Coconuts. So 1.4, 1.4.
Sorry, Craigie still has his drive-through to serve. Spec Drive is serving it as we speak. Artistic has a drive-through to serve. Dome does 10 seconds. Esports does 5. So does Tilmo, and Bono and Killer J have 3 seconds apiece in penalties. Bono now has another 5. So now he has 8 seconds.
wonder if this is a sign of things to come in this championship with the two boys up front. Coconuts. 'Cause you have to remember, Coconuts did miss a race or two already. He's flying in Australia. And he missed last week.
The last two.
Did he miss two, or did he miss the last one?
I'm
not sure. No, he definitely missed one anyway.
He did Bahrain. He got P9 in Bahrain, and he missed Bahrain short.
Yeah.
Fazzi reserved in the Renault for him.
The Renaults are doing a good job here, second and third. And I think Renault are leading the overall constructors as well, aren't they? The combined constructors. So
they are, yes. And they are second place behind behind Craig. In this.
Is Craig the only person to score for Ferrari? Is it, or?
Yeah, 46 points for Craig. Craig's teammate is happy.
Right.
Not that he's happy. It is happy. It's Boogie. But yeah, if you carry on with those threatening comments in the stream, mate, you'll have another race ban, alright? I'm only joking.
Oh, Coconuts hit a curb there. He's after losing a bit of time. He's now 2.8 behind Jack DNF, so.
And that'll pique Kevo's interest.
Yep. Just has to be smart though, teammates. You know, they've a big gap back to Ben, and then Lemony's up sticking with himself there. So I think Lemony just needs to get a good result here today, because obviously he got the pole position there in Bahrain short last week.
Yeah, he got his.
Unfortunately, he got a point. He got 2 points, didn't he?
He got 2 points. He came out P10 on the fastest lap last week. So
a top 5 here will start the season off nicely. Anyways, and if you think about it, the way I always think about it is the guy leading the championship, so Craigie, right? Okay, Jack and Coconuts and probably everyone in top front of them are ahead of him in the championship, but at least they're finishing ahead of Craigie at the moment, if things go the way it is. Spectral just took on a set of wets, so it'd be nice to see how the wets are going to get on, because I don't think it's wet enough. Doesn't look wet enough.
There's no standing water there yet.
No.
Kevo is ever so slightly reeling in Coconuts. I don't think Coconuts might have a touch of wing damage. It's not quite
visible, yeah.
It might be a bit of a few little scuffs there. Oh, Kevo nearly went to the wall. He managed to rescue it. And they're both pulling away from BX, and Lemony's reeling BX Pro, so he's going to have a little push for P4 at the minute, Lemony.
Yeah, looks like it, and he has a bit of a gap back to Yus as well, so.
Sector 2, that must be Bono Candy. Yep, he's had an incident at the roundabout, but he's back on track now.
That's cool. How's Spectrive looking with those wets on? Doesn't look particularly fast, and he's after.
No, he's losing the rear.
Yeah, Kevo. I think Lemony at the moment is the guy to keep the eye on.
Spectrive just had a little spin there. Sorry to interrupt you. Got me man Moody all over his chuff now.
Is he going to get a good drive out of here from Ben? He should. Yeah, it looks like he will. Ben was a bit wide there. And Lemony has a lot of overtake. Both of them do, in fairness. But they're both deploying it. Unfortunately now Lemony doesn't have the old DRS because of the rain, so I think he's safe enough here. Actually, Ben actually had a bigger gap coming into the braking zone than he did on the exit, which could be down to the amount of wing people are running. Yeah, because they both used a fair bit of overtake.
Yeah, I think Gav's using more wing here because he's making up so much time in these corners.
Yeah,
the mid to low speed corners, in particular.
I think Dylan is one lap behind. In P11, sometimes it kind of glitches like that. Bono just overtook Spectrive on those wet tyres. Bono's just decided to redesign the roundabout turn there.
Oh, take a fuzzy line, should we say?
Yeah. I think it got to a stage where he just outbroke himself and he decided just
Yeah,
to...
it's just go with it. I mean, P14, I'm just going to carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gab's getting the drive out of the corner behind BX Pro.
Yeah.
But once you get towards the top end, he starts to eke out the lead again. Or he at least maintains the gap. Gav stops gaining then.
And they both have a good bit of airs, so it's...
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, they're about over 70%. Right, so 0.9. You see, he's 0.9. He's actually a bit further behind than he was the last time round. He was 4 tenths behind the last time round. And he wasn't able to get the move done, so you're probably at this stage, you're trying to force the guy in front into a mistake. Is your best opportunity, really. Oh, Spectroid retired on...
He has retired. We're on board with Tilmo now, so we'll see what happens. It looks like he's actually binned it on the left. Safety car yet again. Yeah, he's facing the wrong way there. The cars that have been lapped so far is just artistic genius. Tilmo is in the pit, so he'll now be lapped.
Right. It says this is a lap down, but I think that's just a glitch. I don't think he is.
Yeah, it is a glitch, because Jack DNF just gone past.
Coconuts is after just throwing this away, I think. He's after getting a 5-second penalty
speed in the pit lane. Now that to me suggests he does have some wing damage, so he must have picked up a little bit there. But Kevo, P2. Keep it going, mate.
They're not changing a wing, but they are putting on another set of enters. So he's probably looking at where the gap, because there is a bit of a gap. And BX Pro pit, Lemony pit, Monster pit. So Coconut is going to come out P3. He's only lost a position, but he's after losing 5 seconds. So that's the balance there now he needs to weigh up, you know. He will be flying, and he has 4 laps to get past Kevo, to get past Jack, and gain 5 seconds, which will be difficult. I think if he didn't get that 5-second penalty, I would reckon he would win this race.
Yeah.
He still can, but how long is the safety car going to stay out? How many laps is he going to have?
Well, it's not long to the end of the race, so I think it'll just do one full caution lap once the leader's latched onto the back of him. I reckon he'll be in at the start of lap 26.
At the latest.
Yeah.
And I think if it starts 26, if it comes in end of 26, he only has 27 and 8 to go. He won't get the 5 seconds. He needs it, realistically he needs it in this lap, but I don't think that's going to happen.
It won't do. He might get lucky and get it in on the next lap, but I doubt it. He might do because it's towards the end of the race, but so they have so you get 3 full green flag laps.
Yeah, it's not in this lap.
No,
they've gone past the point, the sector 2 detection point, which is where they would normally stay. Was it Bahrain last week, the week before, where it was out after the last corner where it said
it was the last corner, and one of them announced it then, didn't it? Yeah,
that was strange.
That was odd.
At least. Yeah.
Well, Lemony's jumped BX Pro in the pit lane.
He has, yes, that is true. Yours hasn't pit, so I would say Lemony would have a good chance of... Lemony could get himself a podium if he can just stay with just Coconuts and stay within 5 seconds of him. That's a podium result right there. Just needs to get past yours as soon as possible. That's really
he needs to do that in the first lap.
And then hope that Coconuts is getting held up by the guys in front. If you look at DNF now, is on 10 lap old, and same with yours, 10 lap old enters. Kevo's a bit fresher, but they've seen better days, definitely. Pretty much everyone down then are all on fresh tyres, or even the likes of Owen and Doom, the 3 laps old. It's not the end of the world at that situation, but you're looking at 10 laps here. I still think Jack is, with the penalty, is still in the prime position for the win. Yeah. Without that pen, I think I'd be worried now if I was in his situation there. But it all depends on really when this safety car comes in. I reckon it'll be in this lap, because you look at everybody up to Owen is within the train now. And then everyone behind Owen are pretty close back to Craigie. But is it still raining heavily? I don't.
It's steady. It's not got any worse after it started. Really.
Yeah.
It's just consistent.
Yeah. Right. So there's an awful lot of racing to go.
Absolutely.
3 laps left. Oh, looked like a bit of contact there from using the coconuts. Hopefully there was no. Yeah, Tilmo penalty. Tilmo. Oh, so that's a lap car. That's actually not yours.
Yeah.
It's a lap car. I seen the contact there. In fairness, that's not going to help the likes of Lemony with a lap car in between.
It will go, but still at this track you don't want any
Tilmo's on fresh tyres, and you'd like to think he's going to be about away, but I realistically don't think he is. Actually, I missed the call. Is the safety car coming in? I don't think it is.
No, it's not. It's still out.
So this is now playing into the hands of Jack, even more so now. Every lap that this stays on the safety car is an extra lap. It's a lap less that Kevo and Coconuts have to try to get by him. Oh, just look, Jack DNF has a broken right wing end plate. Did you notice that?
He certainly does.
I don't know when it happened. Did he hit the safety car? Did he hit a wall? I'm not sure exactly when it happened. But just throws another spanner in the works now as well.
I think the safety car is going to stay out another lap.
It has to at this stage now, yeah. It has to be this lap.
I don't think. Oh, I'm not convinced it will.
You think with Craigie being 15 seconds behind, you think?
Yeah, because what I will say is that the previous safety car, I noticed that when the safety car crossed the start-finish line, if you have a look at the safety car, the 3 yellow lights, the centre light flashing, that went a solid green from the start-finish line to the first corner. Right. The centre stayed a solid green, so you had yellow, like it is now. There you go. That's see that the safety car's doing. It just went
flashing.
Green. That's the warning to say that it's coming in the pits this lap. So it is coming in this lap.
It's yellow for me now. That's the only thing. It was flashing yellow for me.
It did just when it braked into the corner before this roundabout. It went solid green.
Right.
For a second,
sector
2
1
seconds.
as such. Right.
Yes.
So it will do the same at the end of sector 2 now. So
it must do, yeah, because it didn't do it over the start-finish straight, but it did on the last safety car. It did it that early, so it just does it there
now. Green there, yeah. Seems green there. It's gone green now, yeah. I think in Tilmo's situation here, you need to just stay out of trouble. That's the best thing you can do in this situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Difficult
conditions. You can't pull over to
track.
let people by because people will get penalties and all that stuff will happen. But yep, safety cars in. You get 2 hot laps. Stay out though. Just stay to one side. Let the boys do the thing because you're not going to ghost until you go over the start-finish line.
He's actually overtook. Just notice there. He's actually overtook Coconuts. There's a hassle now between Coconuts and Kevo. Now, what? Oh, now he's sitting to the rear. Tilmo 5-second penalty with Coconuts. Do you know what? It's all down. Oh, now they're all getting penalties. Look at this shit. They're all getting penalties. Lemony has a penalty now.
Yeah, I know Owen does, I think.
5 seconds, yeah.
That's a speed in the pit lane from Dome. That's it, Kev. That's it, Kev. Bono Candy's left the session. I think he just disconnected.
Oh, so Renault looking a bit slow. Oh, this bleeding Tilmo was causing all sorts of drama there.
Dome has gone in the pits and retired, left the session.
Coconuts now. Can he get after Jack for P1?
He's
2 laps.
Going for it. This is going to play right into Monster's hands. He's going to get some positions here with these penalties.
Yeah.
Now 2 guys in front of him on 5. Coconuts has 15 seconds of penalties.
That's all because of the lap. That was all. Haas hitting him twice. It didn't flash up now that he had those penalties, but yeah, I did see the other 2. what can you really say? Like, it's just.
Well, it's a lap car, isn't it? It's not as if it's the normal order, so.
But he was behind Coconuts and he overtook him on the safety because.
Whoa! Collision! And BX Pro.
Yeah.
Don't know what happened there.
Nope.
I was on board with Monster at the time. I'm not seeing what happened.
Yeah. Owen just got Killer J. Killer J is.
But Craigie's up into P8.
Not bad.
Oh, and he's
losing a few. He's lost a few.
I think he had to give the position back.
General on 5-second penalty for ignoring yellows.
Wow.
So this is helping Lemony now keep that P4. Currently, if everything goes the way it's going.
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
Just about. BX Pro speed in the pit lane, another 5. Right, so Coconuts.
Coconuts just hit the back of Jack DNF.
He did. And they both have broken wing.
Oh, this gives Kev opportunity here.
Does. Kev's on for a P2 at least.
He's on for P2 at least, but he gives him. You can have a sniff of the win here, Kev.
Yeah.
And he's catching them, and he is catching them.
I think Coconuts is going to go for it here. It's the last lap of the race. Like,
he's going to go for it. He's going to go for it to at the least to help his teammate out by slowing up the leader.
Yeah.
What Jack doesn't want to do is pick up a penalty right now. Kevo's all over the back of the pair of him.
Yeah.
Just go. Just let him go. If he's there, you got the penalty, mate. Let your teammate go.
Wasn't the right spot though for Kevo to go. That's the only thing.
True.
Not
true.
there. Yeah. Here it should be kind of happening, but me man Moody Craigie's dropped the position. But I think we need to be focusing on this battle for the lead here. That this
absolutely. That's where I am.
On, so. Oh,
Kev inside. Coconuts lets him go. Well done, mate. That's it. Go on. Come on, Kev. Get up the back of him. I'm not biased in the slightest here.
No. But, you know, fair play to him.
But he has got the wing damage, and we've got the quick section here.
Yeah.
I mean, fair dues to Jack if he holds this off and gets it done. But Kevo is flying. Absolutely flying. Just a few more corners left. He is a lap short, but he might get lucky, he might run wide, he might cut a corner, anything can happen.
Yeah.
But even so, a fantastic race.
Fantastic race.
Great race from Jack DNF. He deserves that just as much as Kevo deserves his P2.
Yeah.
Jack DNF wins, Kevo P2.
Lemony P3.
Lemony Tang P3. General Owen P4. Oh, sorry, Killer J P4, General Owen P5, Coconuts is down to 7th at the minute. Esports Pain showing his P5, but he's got 5 seconds to add on to his time. Monster P6, that'll be a P5. Yus P7, General Owen P8, Coconuts P9, Moody in P10.
Yeah.
Moody didn't expect that the way his race went. Wow.
Yeah, there you go. That's a bit about
the whole thing what we've been seeing.
The races can turn so quick. Monster was in last at the end, and he's probably in P5 now.
Yes.
Is it Monster? Yeah, he's going to jump Payne.
Yes, because Payne's got an extra 5 seconds to add on. But, wow.
Yeah. That's it. He might get one. I'm just looking at it depending on the gaps and all that. And there's a reserve driver in there, so you're looking at moving up one for the reserve. Oh, he's not full. That's true. Yeah, that's true. No. Yeah. I don't have Jack. I thought I had Jack. Yeah, but do you want to get him in? I just invited the other 2 lads there, so.
Just bear me for one moment.
Yeah.
That was great, wasn't it? What's the story? Lemony Tang. The Tang of Lemon. Lads. A citrus podium.
Hey.
Oh, I tell you, lads, it's been a long time coming. I needed to just keep it out of the wall, keep it consistent, and
when you got that 5-second penalty at the end.
Nice one, Kev. Well done.
Yeah, I couldn't catch the guys. And they had great pace. So fair play to you, lads.
Was the 5-second hit? Was someone hit you on their safety car or something like that? Was it?
Yeah.
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 First things
Anyway,
first.
we won't talk about that too much.
First things first. Jack DNF. Pole, fastest lap, win. Just in the end. How'd you feel?
That end was just something else. That was hard. My tyres were on 80% at the end.
Wow.
And I almost slid across the finish line.
Yeah. The broken wing didn't help either, I'd say.
Nah, I broke that in the safety car.
Yeah.
The last safety car broke it. I was like, oh, this is the end.
Yeah. I think with Kogan was getting that 5 second. Well, he ended up getting 15 because I think it was Tilmo, one of the lap cars in the Haas, hit him 3 times or hit him twice. And I think he sped in the pit lane once and then he got hit twice by a lap car, which isn't ideal either. But yeah. And then Kevo P2. How'd you think your race went? Strong performance by the Renault guys. Well, but now Coconuts dropped down though, unfortunately, with the penalties. But
I'm just going to put it out there. I was being so biased towards the end of that. I was rooting for you every inch of the way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jack, but I was. One more lap.
yeah,
That's all it needed. But it's even so, for P2, great
yeah,
drive.
great drive, absolutely brilliant.
We
drive.
had battles all the way through as well there, man. That was really well done.
Oh man, yeah, I was surprised. But no, it was a great job by you boys up in front there too. You had great pace at the end. So fair play, this.
Brilliant. Really
There's
interesting.
some great racing throughout. There's some nice close quarter stuff going on and throughout the field. But yeah, well done, fellas. Great stuff.
Thanks,
This is why we kept Vietnam for all those doubters.
I'd just like to say a quick thanks to my team and my sponsors for getting me this far, and to all them people out there to like and subscribe to the Lemony Tang YouTube channel where you can see the first person view of this podium. Fantastic. Thanks, lads.
Can I ask you a question, Lemony, while you're here? One last question. Yeah. How long have you had that speech rehearsed?
Oh, I tell you, I've been practicing it all day, I promise you.
I think you've been practicing it since F116, mate, if I'm honest, but never mind.
Telling you, always dreaming, man. Today, your dreams can come true. Let it know. But no, great race, lads, great race.
Yeah, thank you, fellas. Anything else, Shane? I think that about covers it, really, doesn't it?
About covers
On to China next week, if I'm not mistaken.
China next week, yeah. China.
Oh, I'm not. So, same thing next week, yeah?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That's the plan.
That is the plan.
I want to go 2 steps ahead, Busher, look.
Yeah.
So, this is been Tier 2, PLR.
Yep, Classics
Vietnam.
tomorrow, 10 o'clock.
Classics tomorrow,
Monaco,
10 o'clock.
Night race.
Night race. Yep, that's the badger. Thank you for your company as always, Shane, and pleasure as always.
Yeah, pleasure as always. Yep. Bye bye.